Hey, look, what do you know? The bed's back off again. So I got the 2x2 completely welded in, front, back. Got the cross member welded in back here. That taken care of. I got everything trimmed out. Seems like the less there is of this bed, the better it looks. I don't know why. I guess that's just me, because obviously that shouldn't look good to anybody. But that's easily taken care of. So anyway, added that cross member there. It's just a piece of T-stock. I don't know that I'm really looking for it to be structural, but it will help. And welded that up at the front, trimmed out everything a little bit better. So this basically is ready to build the box to house the tank, and really ready to hold the floor. I'm probably going to put, once I get the tubs laying up against this 2x2, which is pretty close right there. I took all my clamps over to Wendell's house to help him put on the lower section of his quarter panels on his Nova, because we were doing some bonding and you need about 3,000 vice grip clamps. I took them all over there, and so guess what? I need them. So I'm gonna head over to his house and get those picked up. But once I get these up against this 2x2, I'm probably gonna add another support from here over at the rear and the front of each tub. Other than that, I don't know that I'm going to add much more support to this bed bottom. I'm going to start putting in some sheet metal. So at that point, I'm going to reach out and contact the sheet metal fabrication specialist and bead roller, who is also your local YouTube video editor, Mark. So I'll reach out to him and we'll get some sheet metal ready for the bottom of this floor. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This has to get attached first, and we have to weld up those holes there, and miscellaneous other holes, holes from the braces that I welded on, rust holes, stake pocket holes, miscellaneous holes, holes here, holes there. This bed's got a lot of holes. So we'll fill those things up. Anyway, that's the latest. Back out in the shop. Been a little bit again. Show you where I'm at on the bed. So let's talk about the inside real quick first. The tubs, I have massaged them inward to match this front to back brace that I've got in here, and that 1.5 by 1.5 inch, and I've got that tub basically pulled inward a full 1 to 1.5 inches. So I should have no more clearance issues. That hole that was cut out, there's a piece tacked in. That was the piece that I cut out that had the bump out to give the tub more strength, but it bumped towards the tire. So you guys know the reason I removed that. I already talked about that. So got those pieces tacked in. Those holes that you see right there, and right there are where I had the eyelet bolts through there, where I took the come along, and it was on a video earlier, but I did it again and just kind of pulled that together and massaged the tub. And by massage, I mean hammered the hell out of it. Took out all the dents in the tub. Still have that spot I need to fix, but that'll come down the road. What I'm hoping to do in here, and I think I've talked about it before, is I'm going to lay a little piece of angle in here, a little piece of angle in here, so this floor section has some place to land. And I think I'm going to try to do this entire back and the bump that goes up to there. I think I'm going to try to do that all in one sheet. I think I can. And we'll have to we'll roll some beads in it and do some stuff, but that's going to be after I get it back on the truck, after I make sure that I have plenty of clearance for the tires, because these things move around. So even if I have 1 inch, I mean, it should be enough, but I'm hoping to have at least 1.5 inches between the tire and the tub. So Inside, done for now. Up across that top brace, welded up those holes. Welded up all my stake pocket holes and all the other miscellaneous holes in this bedside. There was a lot of them. And this bedside was the one that had the dip in it. So I took the porta power and worked it pretty good. Took the porta power, worked it pretty good. And when I laid a straight edge from the front to the back, so all the way across the center, there was a 1/4 inch gap. This thing was sunk in 1/4 of an inch. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know if that was a factory thing or what, but it's pretty much gone now. It looks really good. There's still a little bit of a low spot right here. I just can't get the porta power in there anymore. It's gonna have to work. It looks a ton better than what it did. So that's it. That's where we're at. Right now, I am going to grind and grind and grind and grind some more. Filled up all those, welded up all the molding holes and all that stuff, because this truck will not have moldings on it. This truck is not going to be perfect, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a driver, and it may just end up flat white. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that's where we're at. Grind, bodywork. I'm also going to grind out these seams real good, clean them out really good, try to get all that old seam sealer chunked out of there. Dig that out as best I can, and I'm gonna put some POR in there. Jam it back in there as much as possible and try to neutralize some of that crud and rust in there. So, see how far I can get while I got some time to work on it. So, got the bed cleaned up pretty good. Did what I said I was, or what I was talking about, just kind of clean that seam out really, really good. Blew on it for quite a while with the blowgun cranked up and just kept blowing stuff out. And I don't know, it was a mess. I got it as best I could. And then ran a little bit of masking tape down so it wouldn't run all down the side of the bed, and just put it in there in that seam as much as I could, the POR. So I'm thinking it's going to be fine. I mean, it's going to be the best that it can be for the situation here. The only thing this bed has going for it, let's be honest, is that it's a short bed. It's a real short bed. So otherwise, it's just, I don't know. It's making chicken salad out of chicken shit is basically what it is. So we're going to do the best we can with it and smooth it out. So we're going to let this coat of POR dry while I go inside and watch some Philadelphia Eagles football with the boys.